Is Frank, and I welcome everybody to our class again. So our today uh, our our topic is all about candlestick patterns and reversals, or candlestick patterns and reversals for the beginner. So you can trade using candlesticks, and we know in this game of trading, as long as you can master chart patterns and candlesticks, you're good to go. You can be able to trade in any market or in any type of market using candlestick patterns. So today shall be revealing how you can trade using candles. We shall do bit by bit. I will handle one by one or two by two so that you can understand. You can understand how you can use these candles to trade. So among the candles, we have different types of these candles. We have different types of these candles, and they bring different movements. But before we do anything, we shall see how candle is formed, because you have to first understand the basics of how candle is formed. For example, now we have two types of candles, basically, which you have to understand first, even before you do understand other types. We have these two candles. There is bullish candle and there is bearish candle. So this was introduced in some years ago, some years back, and before this it was some chart types like bars, like hole, those candle which had holes in, like there are so many. So now the Japanese guy introduced a candlestick and they took over the charts. So here you have to understand how to interpret candles if you are able, or if you need to understand trading. So let us start with the bullish candle. Let us start with the bullish candle. What is a bullish candle? A bullish candle, normally it has green body. Okay, we have green and we have red, but you can always change colors depending on your chart you're using. You can be using different charts. If you're in forex, you can use MT5, and if you're in exchanges, they show you options where you can change colors. But normally we use green as bullish candle, because green interprets a good or health. So we use a green body to interpret the bullish movement. We also have red candle that interprets the bearish movement. When I say bearish, it means the market is going down. We have two types of market, which is down market. As you can see in my chart here, there is downtrend. When I say downtrend, I mean here from here up to here, it is a down trend. It's what? It's a downtrend. Then from here up to here, like when it is going up, that is uptrend movement. So you can see when the market is going down, it interpreted by a red candle, and when the market is going up, it is interpreted by upward candle, which is a green, the green candles. Okay, that is how you can see these red bars pointing down. It means the market is going down. Then these red, the market is pointing up. I mean this one. Let me show you again so that you can see this red. I mean the market is going up when the ad is pointing down. So you can see the green candles all over. The green candles, the green candles. So when the market is forming greens, meaning the market is going what? Up. As well as when it's forming red, meaning the market is going down. So that is a brief introduction. So how is the candle formed? When the bullish candle is formed, I will start with bullish candle. When the bullish candle is formed, when the bullish candle is being formed, it starts here. As you can see, there is word open. There is word open. There is word open. So the candle opens here. All right. The candle opens here. here where I have pointed here. So when it opens here, when it is a bullish candle, the buyers will come in, because these candles they represent number of buyers and number of sellers. So when the buyers come in, when the candle starts forming and buyers come in and they push pressure down, they start buying that currency, that coin or what, the body will start forming green. So when the body comes and reaches this side, that was the body of the candle where the DC high came, where that wick, we call it a wick. So a candle must have a body, must have a wick, must have a open, must have a close. Okay, the candle must have a open, they must have a body, they must have a wick and a close. Okay, so this is how candle it is formed. The buyer came in and pushed the price up. So when they reach the price that high where you see that wick ended, it is where the body first went. So when after then the seller started taking what over, because the price has gone up. Remember the concept in trading, it is buying low and sell high. But you have some different markets, sideways markets. You can also buy low, buy high, sell high, and then you close low, you make profit. Then when the buyers came in and they pushed price down here, the price came back here. That is where the body stopped. That is where the body stopped. That is where the body stopped. Let me try to give you the good impression. The candle started here. Sorry, just a minute. The candle started here. It opened on this level here. Then the buyer took over and they came up to this point where the high stopped. Okay, that is where you can see high. Okay, so after that the seller came in and pushed the price low from here up to this where the body closed. So there the candle did what? It closed. All right, so how is candle formed? I want you to take the note. It is that the candle opened here, the seller first took over and they pushed the price here, then the buyer came in and pushed the price here up to this high, upside high. Then after that the seller tried to come in again and push the price here, this point, and then the candle closed. How does the candle close? Because the time ended. Each candlestick has its time depending on the time frame you're using. I will show you that when I go to the chart, but I want first explain you here how the candlestick is formed. So when the buyer came in and then they closed candle here, this point. Sorry, the time went off. If it was 1 hour, the time ended and the candle had to close. Okay, so it first so this is the instance. I repeat one more time. I want you to understand very closely. The candle started here, the candle started here, the candle started here, and then the sellers that time took place. They pushed price up to that end where the lower low is. So after that the buyers came in and pushed it up to this end where you see upper high. The buyers were in control. Then after that the seller tried to come in again. The sellers tried to come in again and they pushed price back again to this end, this extent here. Okay, then the time of the candle got finished. That is how candle it is formed. So each time frame has its time frame where the candle starts and then closed. When it is 15 minutes, that candle must be formed in 15 minutes. When it's 20 minutes, that candle have to be formed in 20 minutes. So that is how candlestick is formed. The same thing when we go to this red candle or the bearish candle here, this bearish candle. When you go to this bearish candle, when you go to this bearish candle, this one, it means that the candle started here. The candle started there at that point. Okay? Sorry. It means that before we go to that, the bullish candle starts down. The bullish candle starts down, starts forming here, down, and then towards up. But the bearish candle, it starts forming upwards. For example, here, the open was here. The open was here, as you can see, the open was there on this point. So when it opened, the buyers came in at first and they pushed price up to this highest point. That is where you see the wick. The candle must have a wick, a body, a close, and the open. Okay. So after the buyers came in and pushed the price this high, then the sellers came in. The sellers came in and pushed the price down here, up to here where you see the lowest low. All right, the lowest low. So after that, the buyers came in and pushed the price again back to this point here, where the time of candle stop got finished and the candle has to close. So the bearish candle starts forming up and then closes down. So when it starts here, the buyers came in and pushed this high price. Then the sellers came in again and pushed the price up to this end. Then the buyer came in a little bit trying to push. The time got finished and the candle has to close. So that is how the candle is formed. I hope this was very, very, very useful to you. This is the bearish candle. 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 This is the bullish candlestick. So that is how candlesticks are formed. The candle must have a body. The candle must have opening. The candle must have open. Then the candle must have a wicks. We call them wicks. What is the wick? It is where the price went so high or the price went so low, so it had the wicks. But we have candles we have the candle that which have no wicks. We call them malabuzo. Okay, we call them malabuzo candles. They don't have wicks. They don't have tails. We can call them tails or what. So those are called malabuzo candles. All right. So the candle must have an open, which is here. Must have wicks, which is these rows here. High and lows, we call them wicks. The candle must have a body. The candle must have a body. And then the candle must have a close. Those are 4 characteristics of a candle. All right. The candle must have 4 things. One is open. 2 is wicks. The highest wick and lowest wick. The candle must have a body, and the candle must have a close. So those are 2 candles, the bearish candle and the bullish candle. So that is how you can identify them. How do you identify this? The bullish candle, first of all, it is a color. When you're setting, your colors must be different. The bullish candle must be different from the bearish candle by colors. Then again, the open and forming shows you how the market moved. The bullish candle comes, it opens low. Then the buyers, it opens low and it closes high. Then, which is different from bearish candlestick, a bearish candlestick opens high and then closes the lower. So the opening price must be above the closing price. That's the bearish candle. And how do you identify that? By these wicks and the body formation plus the color. So that is how you identify candles. So we have very many types of candlesticks. We have very many types of candlesticks. We have very many types of candlesticks. Allow me to share a few of them so that I can finish. Then next time we shall talk about other types of candlesticks, and then we shall also be looking about chart patterns. Okay, how charts moves. So a little bit I'll talk about these candles. There are two of them, which is engulfing, bullish engulfing, bullish engulfing, bullish engulfing candles, or engulfing candles. What is an engulfing candle? There are four types of candlesticks. There are four types of candlesticks. First of all, or first of foremost, let's talk about a pin bar. All right, let's talk about a pin bar. This one, which I have pointed. Okay, all of these are best bullish candlestick patterns. All these signals, they interpret the bullish trend, or they are talking about the bullish trend is about to come in. So this is the what? This is a pin bar. What's a pin bar? It's a candle. It's a candle with a wick. It's a candle with a wick. It starts by forming a wick. So this is the open. This is the open. And when it opened, the seller took over. The seller took over, and after taking over, this is where the price stopped. It has a longest wick, but after reaching there, the buy again came and took over up to this highest point. Okay, so the buyer took over from here. It started as a bearish candle, but the buyer came in and pushed the price up this end. Then the buyer came back, or the seller came in and took over to this point here, here, here. That is when the time of candle got finished and closed it as a pin bar. What's a pin bar? It has a highest wick, the down, or highest down wick, and just a simple wick at the top, but the body can be red or it can be green. Can be red or can be green, doesn't matter, but it has a long leg. That is what we call pin bar. So when the pin bar is formed on a downtrend, or the end of downtrend, when the pin bar is formed toward the end of downtrend, that means that the market is about to reverse. So that is why we call them reversal candlestick patterns. All right, that is very, very important to note. So that is how it is, a pin bar. We talked about a pin bar. It has a very longest wick, down wick, and just a simple wick at the top, and the body can be green or it can be beige. So by the end of a downtrend, normally it is formed as a green, with a green body, which implies that the seller are taking over and the market is about to reverse. So that is one. So we have also an engulfing. Let us talk about engulfing. It is called bullish engulfing. I love it so much. It's called a bullish engulfing, this one. So what is the engulfing? Engulfing is touching something and you touch it very fast, like tightly. Okay, so this is also how it is. When the trend is about to end, the bearish trend. We talked about bullish trend, and I hope you all know that a bullish trend is. I want to show you a bullish trend. This is the bullish trend. So a bearish trend, This is it. From here up to here to the bearish trend. It is when the market is going down. So it is when the market is going down. It is when the market is going down. It is when the market is going down. That is what we call a bearish trend. It is when the market is going down. All right? It is when the market is going down from here from here, just a minute. All right, we are good to go. From here up to here, that was a bearish trend, and then a bullish trend comes from here up to here. All right, and there is a very good example here which we can use: bearish and bullish engulfing. Remember, we are talking about reversal patterns. We first talked about pin bar, and then a bullish engulfing, and then bullish engulfing. So what is the bullish engulfing? What is the bullish engulfing? It is when this pattern is formed, it is formed in what? At the end of a downtrend. So how is the bullish candle? Characteristics of a bullish engulfing. Characteristics of a bullish engulfing. Characteristics of a bullish engulfing. I want you to follow closely. So when the bullish engulfing is formed, the first candle must be red. The first candle must be a bearish candle because it is formed when the market is about to reverse. They are reversal patterns. So the first candle is a red candle. So as you can see, if it is a red candle, the red candle is formed here, maybe with a wick, maybe with not a wick. It started forming here. Then the sellers came in. Sorry, the buyers came in first and pushed the price here. The sellers came in and pushed up to here. The buyers came in and pushed up to here, small, and then the time has to stop, and the candle has to stop. So the next candle is bullish. It is bullish candle, this one. Okay. So the bullish candle, you see, the bullish candle is high at the top. It is higher at the top. It is higher at the top, and again, it is also the lowest candle. It has the lowest wick than the previous candle. So meaning that the buyers took over from the start. The candle opened here, the sellers came in and pushed, then the buyers came in and pushed up to here, and then they came back up to here. The candle closed when it is a bullish candle. Remember, the bullish candle starts forming down to what? To upside side. So you see the green candle is above and even the low from of what? The higher and the lower of the red candle. So it has engulfed the what? The chart. So that means that the market is about to reverse. So when you find that candle toward the end of the trend, meaning the market is about to reverse. So we also have this tweezer top bottoms. Tweezer top bottom, it's also a very nice reversal patterns in bullish engulfing. So what is the tweezer bottom? Tweezer bottom, I want to just talk about this for, and then we get done. We shall come back in the next video. So a tweezer bottom is also another stuff. Very good explained. This is the bearish candle. It opened here, and then the sellers pushed in. Okay, the buyers first came in, but the sellers came in and pushed the candle up here, and the time got done. The candle closed. So the next candle also started here, where the first candle closed. The next candle is where I started, and it came. The buyers took over. The buyers took over this high. The sellers came just a little bit, and the candle time closed when it is bullish candle, which is a green candle. So that is it. When it is a bullish tweezer top bottoms, it is like this. The board of green candle is above. It is above the red candle. So that is the tweezer bottom. So all those are what are reversal patterns. All right. So as we finish, let's talk about this morning star. I call it morning star. Whenever I find it at the end of downtrend, just know it is a very bullish movement. Because we have very many types of dodges, I also get a time to explain those dodges. There are 4 types. I'll talk about them. But let us talk about this morning star dodge. Morning star. So what is the characteristics of morning star? The first is the red candle. Then the second is an indecision, or it is a plus. It is like a plus, a cross. It is a cross. So that cross means the market is in indecision. It is an indecision. It is indecision. It is indecision in the market. There is indecision in the market. The buyers came in, they pushed the price up. The sellers came back, they pushed price down. The buyers came in and they pushed price between, and then the time got done. So it has nobody. It is like a plus sign. So that is influenced by the next candle. And the next candle is the bullish candle, the green candle. That is the morning star doji. That is the morning star doji. Okay, so the first candle is red. The next candle, the between candle, is the cross sign. It is the indecision candle. What is a doji? You call them doji. Then the next candle is a bullish. It is a bullish candle. When it was indecision, when it closed, the buyers came in and took off again. They pushed price up here, and then the candle, or the time of candle, got done, and the candle had to close. So all those are what are bullish candlestick patterns, or the bullish reversal in the market. First of all, it is pin bar, very long leg down, and then little simple wick, then with the body. So if you find it at the end of bearish movement, especially backed with a green candle, just know that's a bearish trend. Just plan to buy or to go in wrong. We call it go in wrong. Then again, when you find this engulfing, bullish engulfing at the end of the bearish movement, this one, bearish trend, just also know that if you find a lot of engulfings in the market at the end of bearish trend, just know the market is about to reverse and plan to go long or plan to buy. The same as tweezer buttons, when you find it's also engulfing, when you find that at the end of bottom, just planning to go short. Then also this one is very, very good signal. It implies the bullish movement, especially when you find them at the in between the end, or at the end of what, of the bearish trend. So that is how you can interpret candlesticks. Some of the candlesticks which we started with, we have a lot of candlesticks that we'll be talking about. So make sure you follow it, tap on subscribe, notify, put on notification bell, so that whenever we share this information, you can be able to get a lot of lesson stuff. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Welcome on our page. We shall be sharing this content. Hope it will be very helpful and you'll be good to go. Thank you so much. My name is Coach Frank Nice, right from Uganda. If you want to learn about candlestick patterns and reversals, make sure you tap into our information, or tap on our group and be subscribe, so that we can be able to keep you updated. Thank you so much. I will stop here, and then we shall be meeting in the next video on how we can learn more about the candlestick patterns. We shall come with chart, or we shall come with how you can use these candles by using what, chart movement on the chart. How can you identify them, and how can you use them to trade? A lot of candles, pin bar, we have dojis, we have evening stars, we have there are so many, so shall be covering them along our session. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Our friends who have been asking this about candlestick, how to trade using candlesticks, make sure you utilize this information. Thank you so much. Have a very beautiful time. My name is Frank, and bye for now.